program involves in the light maintenance repair, and we also involve the collision repair side of it. But light maintenance repair involves just oil change, tire rotation, maintenance of your vehicle, keeping it repaired for the road. Collision sides teach you how to spray, how to prepare and prep for being able to spray a panel, being able to spray a vehicle. Yeah, the program actually is the same program that they use in your trade schools, the same books that we go over, the same material that we study here is the same material that's studied in the trade schools. I have never been a teacher. This is my first year here in Hchs County, but I have really enjoyed it and learned a lot through the program and learned a lot through the training that the schools put me through. And I really enjoyed it, and the kids just got to do a lot more and get involved in more stuff than they have in the future, and their kids are really enjoying it. This will be a career in hands-on training, just preparing kids for outside, being able to work on a vehicle, being able to work with their hands, and trying to get them ready for the workplace.
AV Tech it's audio, visual technology, and film. Okay, there are 3 courses. Each one builds on the next, but what we do in AV Tech, we learn the ins and outs of filming.
I feel like we should just wait and just be like, okay, what's your favorite part about this? And it's like we give like a serious answer, and then all of a sudden it's just and it's like, and besides, I just love filming.
I just love filming.
Video editing, sound with editing, and each progression we get a little bit better with each AV1, 2, and 3. We're also in charge of the War Cry. That is our weekly broadcast that our students put together every week. They're in charge of organizing it, filming it, editing it, and sticking to deadlines to make sure it goes out every single Monday. It's a lot of responsibility, but it's something that my AV Tech 2 and 3 classes usually take on. We do a lot of projects, each one a little bit different, that hopefully builds skills, whether it's filming, whether it's editing, sound, but it's a very hands-on and project-oriented class. That's AV Tech.
Welcome to AV Tech. Best class.
I teach 4 trades. We do electrical, we do plumbing, we do masonry, and we do carpentry. You'll learn a little bit of each one here. The idea is for you to get comfortable with the tools, and just the trade in general. So if you wanted to, after high school, you could either go to tech school, you could go to university, or just go straight into a job with the skills that you need to accomplish it and accomplish it well. We're going to do anything in here that would get you prepared to be even an architect or just an engineer, electrical engineer, structural engineer, any type of architecture. This is just going to give you a fundamental to build on, so when you come out of high school, you're just ready to go. We will also do competitions in here. You can join Skills USA, which is a club designed to allow you to compete with many other schools, 130 schools in our state, where you can compete in any 4 of those trades, along with anything in healthcare, anything in culinary arts, anything in automotive, or anything in business. So they do all kinds of competitions to further prepare you for a career or a job or skill job outside of high school.
The Culinary Arts program consists of 3 classes. Intro to Culinary Arts, where students are given the opportunity to learn about the fundamentals of the program, primarily focusing on safety and sanitation. I start even as soon as Intro to Culinary Arts to start giving them that experience, even taking them into the lab, so you get that hands-on experience day 1 in the classroom. All right, so they're making fruit tarts in the class today. So they're making their pastry cream. Right now they're mixing their egg yolks and their sugar together, and they're getting ready to start adding the cornstarch and the flour, all-purpose flour to it. And then once they get that mix, then they're gonna add that to their heated cream and cook it over the stove to make that pastry cream for them, and then we're gonna let it cool overnight. And so after tomorrow, once they're done letting that cool, whisking it back up, they're gonna put it inside of the tarts that they're making, which they've already mixed up They have them in the freezer now. And they got their tart pans here ready. They're gonna bake them in the oven. Then they're gonna add the pastry cream, and then they're gonna put the arrangement of fruit on top. Strawberries, blueberries, grapes, kiwi, and other fruits and stuff like that. So just letting us cool. But that's what their assignment is. And that's just a typical assignment, something like that basic in the intro class. This is my intro to culinary arts course. I try to keep the recipes that they create or they implement in the classroom something simple that won't cause them to trip up and things like that. I wouldn't tell them to make, a souffle, because that takes the technique, especially with the folding of the eggs, the egg yolks, and then the flour and the sugar and things like that. But, Culinary Arts 2 is where they learn a lot of the principles and the theories that they learned in intro are applied into that classroom. So we started working with recipe development. They started doing a lot more research into why a particular dish is made the way it is, what region that dish came from. And then when they take Culinary Arts 2, they bring everything all together. That's when they have a lot more projects they work on. We do start doing a lot more events in the halls, having our on-campus catering, if you will, and they do a lot of the banquets that we facilitate here on campus.
In the sports medicine pathway, you do the introduction to healthcare class, the essentials of healthcare class, and then the sports medicine class. The intro to healthcare class is just going to give you more information about different fields in healthcare. The essentials class is going to be like an anatomy and physiology class, and then your sports medicine class is more geared to what I do as an athletic trainer. So some of the ways that could help you is if you are interested in any kind of healthcare career in the future, that can give you an opportunity to kind of jumpstart that career, especially if you're looking at being in athletic training. We have different opportunities for you to do work-based learning with me. You can come out, you can watch football practice and see how that goes. You can see what I do on a daily basis. And then you just get more information about generalized healthcare. That anatomy class, the essentials class, is really good if you're thinking you're wanting to do a healthcare field, because that will give you something to kind of jumpstart your college career in healthcare, because you will have to take anatomy and physiology at some point. So there are lots of different ways that it could help you, and we would love for you guys to come out and take a look at our program.
In this class, you do lots of different hands-on activities. We have a greenhouse, we have a forestry plot. In the greenhouse, we do plant sales in the fall and spring, which the classes grow the plants and learn all of that stuff. The FFA is an organization that we are members of. And with that, you take lots of trips, go lots of places, compete in different competitions, have a chance to win money. It's open to 9th through 12th graders, and we'd love to have you.